This is a rather typical, average-looking Kansas City neighborhood street. A few trees, some shrubs around, some average-looking Kansas City homes. And right here, Pat Nichols lives in this house. Now let's see, if this were the typical American fairy story, we'd say Pat Nichols, her husband Ralph, their two children named Dick and Jane, and their dog Spot. But wait, that's not the way it is. You know who lives in here with Pat Nichols? Alligators. Yes, alligators live in this house. I mean literally in this house, not in some pit out in the backyard. But they are full-fledged, family-like members who can inhabit the front room if they want to, and they want to. Well, not only alligators, but inside this house are, besides Pat Nichols, let's see, parrots,
rats,
mice, a caiman. What's your name? Okay. What is that?
John Silver.
Huh? What is he?
Hello, pretty
What
parrot.
is he?
A yellow-naped Amazon parrot.
Oh, well, of course. I should have known.
Hello, bird.
Hello, bird. Yeah. You're the first bird I ever knew that would actually talk when a camera was on.
Say hello.
Now stop talking while the camera's on. Do it again. Okay, that'll do. Listen. Yeah. Besides, I believe that myself. However, don't you think the Ayatollah... What? Oh, okay. Listen, you have besides birds, a macaw, what do you call them, macaw? Macaw. And you have some other little things
Fancy chickens.
crawling around here, right?
Yes.
Alligators and
Caimans.
Caiman. Okay. And right in the living room are how many alligators or caiman or whatever those are?
Present time, there's 7. They come and go.
Come and go?
Oh, yeah.
Are you saying they're are they crawling around in
go
here?
out the window, and then they go back downstairs, and some of them are outside, and if someone knocks on the door, they come inside to see who's getting here. They were all outside until you got here, and they came in to see you.
Really?
Yes.
Wonderful. Could you tell them that we've seen each other now? And
yes.
Okay. The truth is, Pat, you're one of the few free spirits I know in this world.
Yes.
Yet not totally free. Look, how many mouths do you have to feed in this house?
I don't count them.
You don't count
I just count the big ones.
Yeah. Okay.
The little ones can eat the crumbs.
Down in the basement, the alligators really have their run of things, huh? How many alligators? I'm going to call them all alligators, although I know a caiman is not an alligator, but to a layman, they all look alike.
Though.
Yeah, you could lose your leg. Okay.
No.
So what I want to know, how many of those have you got
18.
in this house?
Yes.
At this time?
Yes.
I'll see you around. No, wait a minute. Okay. And then birds and all. Okay. Now, how did this... Once upon a time, you're an artist, right?
Yes.
You do...
Technical illustration,
and
picture framing, art restoration.
Yeah,
I build dollhouses,
sure.
rehab dollhouses.
dollhouses.
Do a few oil
Don't
painting.
their dollhouses ever disappear or things like that?
No.
Okay, you did tell me one funny story about the birds. They eat things when you're out
They
of the
chew
room.
things. If you got parrots, you get used to getting stuff chewed up. But
So you said you come back in the room and you say,
if I come in the room,
who chewed this up?
something's chewed to pieces, and you say, "Oh my God, who chewed this up?" The one that did it acts like they don't know what you're talking about, and the one that didn't do it is real interested, like, "Oh, there's something new to chew."
Yeah, yeah. Is that right? They're not too different from people, are they? Now listen, when I came in your house, the very first minute I came in, I said, oh, look at this alligators. I don't know if I can handle this. And you immediately said, wait a minute. And you started talking about dogs. Let's hear your number about that.
Well, I mean, a dog will run up to you and jump and bark and put its feet on you and be more friendly than you want to be. But
Yeah.
crocodiles are very dignified and reserved and quiet and thoughtful. And they won't rush up and get all over you.
I like to think that's true.
Yes.
Hello, pretty. All right, listen. Way back there somewhere, you were an ordinary, normal, everyday working citizen in this city.
I came home from work, and my little kid met me at the door, and he had a sandwich baggie in his hand, and that was the baby's mother. And she's my size now.
Baby what?
Little baby crocodile in a sandwich baggie.
Where did your kid go, by the way, in the
Got him
daytime?
at Cat's drugstore at 40th and Main. Somebody brought Ruff in to get rid of her before she died and gave her to Mrs. Bradfield that ran the pet department.
And then it ended up
And
here.
Bradfield took it and walked over and said, "Here, Mike, you can have this because you gave us the ring doves."
Now wait, from that humble beginning, you're a mother.
Yes.
And because your kid wants this crocodile.
This
you
tiny
say-
little infant
yeah.
baby in a sandwich bag.
So from that grew this empire, right,
Yeah.
Pretty? Okay.
And she was so little and weak she couldn't hold her head up.
Really?
Poor little pitiful thing. Well, let me show you her first dish. When she was so tiny, that's the first dish she used, and it was amply, just plenty big.
A little crocodile's baby dish. Are you going to have this gilded or anything?
No, but
Huh?
I saved it.
Yeah.
Nowadays they make them out of plastic.
Now I would assume that now she uses something like a 50-gallon tank or something.
She's got a 6-foot in diameter tank.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, look, I don't know any other way, so I just got to say this straight out. You're living right in the middle of what has sometimes been called the corridor of crime. You're living right in the middle of the inner city where a lot of people are afraid to just walk down the street in the daylight.
One little boy friend of mine says this is where the action is.
Yeah, you could say that. Right, Pretty? Okay. Yeah, I believe it. What about the action? Have you ever had any break-ins or anything?
I've had vandals climb over my fence and attack my chickens. That isn't very funny, so I leave a babysitter when I leave.
Do the vandals know that there are alligators in
I
here?
guess. They haven't come in the house.
Yeah. What do these things eat? These alligators and caiman and all those?
Well, some people take them home and try feeding them goldfish and little knickknacks that don't have any food value. They should get big chunks of carp and plenty of mice and rats. And my advice to everybody would be go to the Milgram's grocery store and buy yourself a bunch of little mouse traps. I've caught as many as 9 wild mice a day.
Really?
And set your trap line.
What is this animal?
This is a blue and gold macaw.
Now tell me about macaws, because you said there really aren't many macaws around, right?
I don't know how many macaws around. There are not many older macaws.
How many? You said earlier you thought maybe 4.
That's what Ed Mays is a parrot expert. He said there were only, and he's got in touch with most of the parrot owners around, and he said there's only about 4 older macaws in the area. I think it's Scarlet's. There's a pair 45 years old somewhere around here. And Tony's about, let's see, 21.
Yeah.
And this is my son's bird. She's just here till he gets back from his vacation.
Your son is into this stuff too.
Yeah, this is his parrot. He got her when she's 10.
Now wait a minute. You said macaws, though, mostly fare badly in this country. Why?
Well, the majority of exotic animals fare badly.
Yeah.
People get them, I guess, because they're pretty and they're interesting, but they don't realize what a tremendous lot of care goes into it.
Now this, treated right, this animal should live how long?
Well, easily 80 or 90 years, and frequently they live over 100 years.
Really? And treated badly?
Well, here's one here. When I first got her, she was so stressed she just sat and picked her feathers and shook like a dog with distemper. Well, now she talks and plays and flies and bathes and eats. When I got her, she didn't even know how to eat. She could eat almonds and oranges, and she didn't know anything else was food. So everything that she eats now, I had to teach her to eat it. You eat pretty good, though, don't you, kid? She says, I eat
Probably microphones. Another mic eater, right?
books, woodwork.
Huh?
Say hello, Tony.
And if you think that's the whole story of the alligator lady, you're wrong. Stick around. We'll be right back on Bodine Speed.